So when you are watching this podcast, so when you are listening to my music, and when you are reading this book, just know that you are reading about or listening to a miracle. Step right out. You don't you worry. You don't have to doubt. Step right out. Welcome back, and Happy New Year. It feels so good to be back. Welcome to Evette Diary. My name is Queen Sheena, and this is episode 8, Miracles. Dear Diary, do you believe in miracles? Do you believe in the impossible being possible? I have come to a point in my life where I know that my miracle is on the other side of accountability. I must do my part. I must continue to tend to my garden. I had a dream the other night, and I saw a basket full of beautiful vegetables. I knew this was a sign of overflow and a sign of miracles. Welcome to episode 8, Miracles. Welcome back, everyone, and Happy New Year, everyone that is new here. My name is Queen Sheena, and I am the Oracle. Welcome. Oh, I'm so excited to be back, guys. I know it's been a minute since I shot an episode, and I do apologize, but I thank you all so much for continuing to be here with me. This feels really good. This is episode 8, all about miracles, and I wanted to do something a little different this year, and I'm going to probably do this for the next couple of episodes. I write in the diary part of my book, of course, but I'm going to be reading from my book. If you haven't got it already, you can go on Amazon. Sheena Fanning, Evette Diary, the Year of Correction. This is a book slash diary, so you can read the first couple of chapters and then you can write in as well. So I'm going to read from the book because I'm going to tell about a miracle, and the miracle is about me when I was a baby and what happened when I was born. And these are from my mother's words, and this is from chapter 2, titled after my mother, Sarah Louise. So I'm going to read that to you guys, and then we'll go into a little bit more about this story and some things that the Most High has told me to share with you guys. So thank you again for being back. All right, here we go. Before all the titles, let's go back to the beginning. July 20th, 1987. The day I was born. When I was born, women got to stay 2 full days and would leave on the 3rd day from the hospital. My mom said, as she was changing my diaper and putting my clothes on, she noticed that when I breathed, my chest would cave in, and she immediately knew something was wrong. She alerted the nurses and the doctors about my chest would cave in every time I breathed. She said the doctor ordered a few tests to be done before she could take me home to see what was causing my chest to cave in every time I breathed. Lord, I thank you. After further tests and observation, the doctor stated I was having retractions. He told my mother that she had to do everything in her power to make sure I did not cry, and if I did cry, to console me immediately, to try to stop me from crying. The doctor told my mom this because if I cried too long, I could stop breathing. The nurses taught my mom CPR before she left the hospital that day, and was told a nurse would come by to make house visits to check on me over the next few weeks. My mom said she was so scared during the first 2 months of my life and was so grateful to have my grandmother and my grandfather there for support. She had to have baby monitors on at all times when I cried. She said she would cry too because she knew what the doctor had told her about keeping me calm and not to let me cry. She was faced with darn near an impossible task. But like a champion, she prevailed. I asked my mom when I stopped having retractions, and she said after 2 months. What a unique way to come into this world to be told you cannot cry and you must keep quiet. I am so thankful that the highest healed me and gave me permission to speak and be a vessel. And that's from chapter 2 of Evette Diary, The Year of Correction. Man, let's just go back to my story. So when my mom tells the story, she testified about it in church, and of course she's told me throughout the years of my life, and every time I hear it, it does something different to me. Just reading it now, it did something different to me again, because just thinking about the fact that the doctor said that you have to do everything to stop her from crying. Like a baby, like that's what babies do. We're crying. That's how we communicate as a baby, to let your mom know what's wrong. I'm hungry, diaper change, I'm tired. You cry. So for the simple fact that, she had to do everything in her power to stop me from crying when I would cry. And the fact that they said that if I continued to cry and the retractions happened, I could stop breathing. So that alone is just powerful, that coming into this world, being told to not cry and be quiet, and you could stop breathing because of the crying. So we know it's a miracle because I'm here before you today. So praise Yahweh. And I just thought about, like I said in the book, what a unique way to enter this world, being told to keep her quiet, to, so she can, breathe. Don't make her cry, so she'll stop breathing if she cries too much. And this takes me back to the voice that the Most High gave me. My singing voice, my talking voice is strong as well and deep and rasp. But the power the Most High put in the way I sing and the soul He gave me when I sing, and how loud and powerful it is that I have to hold the microphone back. Sometimes I don't realize how strong and powerful my voice is that the Most High gave me. And I said, Lord, I thank you. You gave me such a powerful tool and gift to give to others and to the world. It's not for me to keep all to myself. It's for me to give. And I just want to thank the Most High for the miracle, because I'm a miracle just as you are too. You have a story too. You have a story to tell. You have a miracle or something in your life and something that happened, and we need to hear that. Like I said, this is a community. We're in this thing together. And I just thank the highest for blessing me as a baby being born into this world. I thank the Most High for my mother, for her noticing my chest caving in, for the doctors and the nurses and everyone, my grandmother, my grandfather, may they rest in power, and thank them for being the support system for my mom during that my early childhood, and I was born in those first 2 months when, she said she would just cry too, because, she was scared. She didn't, she's a mom, and she, knowing that her baby crying could stop her from breathing. Like they told the doctor, the doctor told my mom, sorry, the doctor told my mom that, to keep her calm, to, console her as soon as she starts crying, because if she continues and continues, she could stop breathing. So that is a miracle. God performed a miracle on me as a baby, because He knew, like He said, I know before you were born. He knew what He had given me, and He knew that one day He would help me with the courage and strength to give it to others through all creative ways, through this podcast, through the arts, through singing, through music, through dance, through whatever, whichever avenue the Most High want to uses me. I'm going to continue to say yes. But I thank the Most High for allowing me to be here. So when you are watching this podcast, so when you are listening to my music, and when you are reading this book, just know that you are reading about or listening to a miracle. The Most High is still working miracles. So I say to you again, do you believe in miracles? Do you believe in the impossible? And you got to remember, that miracle you're praying so hard for is on the other side of accountability. Thank you so much. I'm keeping it short and sweet today. I appreciate you guys. I love you deeply. Again, this is Evette Diary, episode 8, Miracles. On the next episode of Evette Diary, we will discuss the word for this year, deliverance.